This is Doug Smith, radio operator. I'm going to bring you a piece of that green cheese for sure.
No trouble. Just get set and get going. Amen. Recording. Everything's going fine. No trouble.
Welcome, potential initiates, and remain with us for the next 30 minutes. Bob? Bob?
The message is now part of and registered in your subconscious mind. Every time you say, see, hear, or think.
What about Slack?
That's your key phrase. It will trigger the entire message without your being aware of it.
Welcome to Subgenius Radio Ministry, Hour of Slack, sponsored by the Church of the Subgenius. This is Reverend Ivan Stang, sacred scribe of the First Orthodox Megaphist Temple Lodge of the Church of the Subgenius, with Pastor Buck Naked of the First Naked Church of the Subgenius. The opinions expressed are not necessarily those of this radio station. Before the sermon, a message concerning Bob Dobbs, living avatar of Slack and saint of sales on planet Earth.
But you tried everything. You ain't seen nothing yet. Learn to think big.
Develop the tricks of length extension. Bring your weirdest dreams to rampaging life. Stand erect for your own abnormality.
Bob is a way of life to millions, yet half of them don't even know it. He's the one true living Slack master with the spiritual know-how to help you bash through the locked doorway to financial heaven. He is the one real shortcut to Slack.
Now, see another dimension on your TV. Yes, fear the stark fist of removal no longer. Become physically attractive overnight. Attain status, luck, prosperity by blowing them off.
Bob's promise is to widen the scope and nature of abnormal behavior, to explore new ways of going over the edge, and coming right back. To bring back those who couldn't make it on their own. To help you create the highest possible earnings from the psychodynamics of abnormality. To turn conspiracy-implanted personality disorders around and channel them into an illusion of creativity that will fool normals and get you sex.
Bob. Poncho's on. Ha, ha, ha.
Okay, I was just checking the ears of the listeners to make sure, Buck, that they're tied in and that they're in stereo. But yes, folks, we are actually traveling in a car while doing this show. We've got 3 tape decks in here and a little wrecked turntable, all hooked up to batteries. Buck did all this, it's powered everything up. And since we can't do live call-ins yet because we're not experienced enough radio preachers, is why, because the KNON doesn't have insurance against slander. Since we can't do live call-ins, we're just going to take the show public, face-to-face, live on the road. We are live, and we're using a microwave transmitter. It costs over $1,000 just to use tonight in the back of the mobile studio, and it's
So we're bringing the show to you.
That's right. If we may be driving, you look out your window, and if you see the Bob Mobile driving by, well, you can wave to us. Don't turn your radio up too loud because we'll have terrible feedback.
We've got our glowing Bob faces pasted over our real faces. So if you just look into a car and you see 2 glowing Bob heads, then you'll know it's us.
Yeah, and if you don't know, if you can't recognize Bob, then we don't want to know you. You're not good enough. Oh, yes. Well, and so we're going to we're going to continue the subject. We'll be back after we stop and get some gas in the mobile studio here.
Right. My friend, and he's leading me somewhere. Where are you leading us, Bob? What is waiting there for me? Bob can stop the aliens from killing me. Yeah. Bob can save me, but will he?
I did.
Don't count on it, Buck.
Which you know I've been finding out.
Bobby,
Oh, about taking the Jaybirds, I had no idea. I mean, I quit my own band, and then I found out that I betrayed myself. That it was actually a hideously famous band.
Bob.
A 6 million year cycle will end in 1998. Dobbs sees the world entering a new aeon, which, in a few years, will bring more wondrous and miraculous change and carnage, insanity, and destruction than all of mankind's history and prehistory before it. Bob brings a new destiny for America, a time of cataclysmic economic change that will offer untold riches and power to those in the know, while billions of deserving conspiracy dupes fry in hell on Earth. Uncontrolled thinking, controlled by Bob, will usher in a spiritual rebirth and a cascade of astounding mysteries, supernatural riches, and a restoration of lost psychic abilities that will totally transform the lives of those who dare to seek them and pay for them. That's right. You're lucky to live in the end times.
Here's more money, Bob.
Wise up! They're out to get you. The different are being silenced by a global conspiracy. Weird men arise! Find out who they are and how to smash them.
You probably already knew that the U.S. government is a sham, something propped up there for you to blame. But did you know that the real powers that be are not even people? That they are actually shambling, unbelievable, unmentionable, unthinkable things? Yes, Jehovah is
an alien and still threatens this planet. Defy the sinister star forces which mock us all. Evil demons have kept the truth from humanity for thousands of years. God has been misquoted all this time. His actual words may disturb you, but Bob Dobbs is a bulwark against the unbearable fear and anxiety tormenting mankind. There's no problem with Bob.
Bob is a sex god. Bob is a sex god.
Unbelievable, unspeakable, unbearable.
But yes, it feels so good to be out here. You know, the stuffy radio studio. Oh, that's good enough for those other DJs, I suppose. But this is a living ministry, dear friends. This is a live outreach. We're going to reach out. There's a 7-Eleven. We could reach out to there and get a couple of packs of Marlboros. Really get into some false slack.
That's right.
Well, let's see. Where's the show script? There is a script. We always have. This is probably the most scripted show on KNON.
That's right.
See if you can read it.
Ah, yes. Okay. Well, tonight we're on KNON 90.9 FM, Dallas Fort Worth.
In stereo.
Thank you, KNON. If you like what we play, give us a call at, what is the number here?
Well, we don't have a phone in the car. That's okay. They can still call us. They can still call us. Is it 7490?
I don't know.
82
Yeah, I think it is. It's 823-7490. That's right, friends.
And you can call us as soon as we put a record on. I want you to give us a call.
Because we're going to be going.
We'll talk to you very carefully, and if you're cool, but if you're really stupid enough to be on the show with us, we will let you be on the show with us.
Well,
we have that worked out.
We have that option. We have that blood covenant, my friend, with Wotan.
Look at this.
Norse
Now look at this already. 999 BJX.
That's like Texas license plate, no less, in front of us.
Now we'll interpret that numerology for you. Now 999 is the number of Bob.
They've got a 999 in their license plate, and they wonder why they've been battered and hit every time they leave their car in a parking lot. Friends, they don't.
Or why these flying saucers seem to harass them all the time.
Yeah. Probably. That's probably what happened.
I mean, it's just aliens looking for a good time. I mean, if you've been locked up in a spaceship for however many billions of years it takes to get here, I mean, you'd want a little too.
You'd be out joyriding and buzzing a few primitive Earth vehicles.
Offer like that, you wouldn't turn it down.
999 is the number of Bob, friends, and that's why it's not that Bob is the Antichrist upside down. Bob is if anything, he's the anti-Antichrist, which doesn't mean he's the Messiah. Nay, Bob denies that he is the Messiah. He doesn't want you thinking that, because he knows you're going to think it anyway. You're going to wonder. So you'll think it's too good to be true, though. And friends, this is KNON, live on the road, transmitting by microwave. We are working the way Subgenius doctors work best, which is while wandering aimlessly. And we've got some great material, some more great material to play for you all the way through here. What do we have?
my favorite song for sure. Oh, we're out of that Belfast battle zone. Slave driver drove his tank into his reserved parking spot and stepped out looking like Margaret Thatcher. The war was on. The keys on the typewriter had sharp points that kept sticking into our fingers. The dictating equipment started asking us questions, and our beepers sent electric shocks just through our body like a cattle prod. Out in the warehouse, the trucks kept banging into the docks, not even thinking about stopping. Our frail bodies were strapped to the chairs, and our chairs were chained to the desks. Our pleas for justice were ignored, and the end seemed near. But we busted our Margaret Thatcher slave driver's little bitty balls. We've charged out of their brick fortress. The streets are ours because it's Friday! Friday! Friday!
Feels like being a Hell's Angel when I sang this song for the first time. Back a long time ago, when I had a little girl, and her name was Susie. And me and my old pal Electron were there. And those when we didn't wear any underwear, we thought it was cool to be hanging free in the breeze. And me and Electron would go riding with the Hells Angels on the weekends. And we went to the academy to study philosophy and medicine and psychology, as well as art and poetry and the tradition of human mind vision. But we were like Hell's Angels on the weekends, honoring in my ear. Remember the heads grown yellow and yellow legal sheets. Read the instructions slowly, we chant the preparatory hymn together. Wiping my mouth and lighting a cigarette while looking all for you to teach me. Since I was a Hell's Angel on the weekend.
You've got to see this guy for what he is. He's a maniac out to rule the world. What can I do to make you understand? I love you. Hi, girls. Radio Soiree, tired of the usual top 40? Listen to Radio Soiree, electronic music show on Thursday from midnight till 2 a.m. For good, new, and old electronic music. Listen to KNON 90.9 FM Radio Soiree on Thursday from midnight till 2 a.m. Okay, I'll just give you a test of my voice.
When I'm out walking, I strut my stuff, and I'm so strung out. I'm high as a kite, I just might stop to check you out. Let me go on, like I blister in the sun. Let me go on, big hands, I know you're the one. Body and beats, I stain my sheets, I don't even know why. My girlfriend, she's at the end, she is starting to cry. Let me go on, like I blister in the sun. Let me go on, big hands, I know you're the one. as a kite, I just might stop to check you out. And then when I'm out walking, I stop, and I'm so strung out. And I'm high as a kite, I just might stop to check you out. Body and beats, I stain my sheets. I don't even know why. My girlfriend, she's at the end. She is starting to cry when I'm walking. Stop, and I'm so stuck as a kite. I just might stop to check you out. Let me go on, like I blister in the sun. Let me go on, big hands, I know you're the one.
Well, that's an old tune called Blister in the Sun by a band called Violent Femmes. I was introduced to that song by a little tiny, tiny gal that likes to attack Texas OU weekenders with a baseball bat. I'm Pastor Buck Naked, by the way. We're on the street. We're on the road as we speak. We're driving around doing our show tonight on four wheels.
That's right, folks, and what you just heard, starting at the beginning, was Oh Yeah by They Might Be Giants. It's Friday by I have no idea who, and Hell's Angels on the Weekend by the incredible Swinging Love Corpses.
Okay, now we are going to do a little thing. We're going to give you some announcements. Find a pen, and we're going to tell you something else.
Later. So just have that pencil ready, dear
Just have
friends.
that pencil ready. We're going to break back in about, I'd say 5 minutes or less. So we're going to give you your announcements. We won't leave your little hands too bored. So just get your pen and paper and all that, and we're going to give you some announcements.
Thank you. No!
Bob. B-O-B. Bob. Bob. B-O-B. Bob. 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 Bob.
Electro band name, Pink Boy stuff.
I kid you not, Buddy West was in one of these little folk dumps talking to Ray Wiley Hubbard, and Ray Wiley Hubbard says, "So when are you and the Jaybirds getting back together?"
Wow, so you guys are famous.
I know it.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Yes.
And now, Doctors for Bob.
Yes, we are going to be playing live recordings from the last Twilight Room Devival, dear friends, because this is coming next Saturday, less than a week from the time you're wading through right now, is the Subgenius Scary Ball and Masquerade Devival at the Twilight Room. That's right, October 26th, the weekend before Halloween, Saturday night. It would be the scariest, most hideous monsters and bands with more live blood and guts on stage than you've ever seen. This is a return to the Grand Guignol. You see, it's an ancient French tradition of bloody gore shows that we're doing some homage to. And we'll be playing tapes, live revival tapes from the last Twilight Room revival where... that's right. With... where more drunk cowboys and Doctors for Bob. That's right, folks. The Doctors for Bob. The only authorized launchers of the bleeding head of the World Cup golfer, whose name we can't say on this show
found a song that
because of the insurance problem.
It's called Mad Arabs, and it's by Doctors for Dinosaurs,
yes,
our old band.
That's right.
Now, what
that is a top 40 hit, Buck, that Doctors for Dinosaurs had just right after you quit that band. I cleaned up on that record, pal. Like all that Subgenius stuff.
That's what I get for listening to
They send me this junk for free, and I get paid for putting it on the air.
And I totally missed the fact that I was on a champ selling
AM hit.
That's right. That's right. Doctors for Dinosaurs, Mad Arabs. You may just not recognize the title because it's an instrumental, and
but we'll have to listen to
we'll be getting into all this evil demonic tapes, you know, because that's what they say about us. They say Church of the Subgenius. Well, it's a demonic.
Well, since we haven't seen it yet, we're supposed to act like we have seen it. How did you like Chastity Belt's show at the Twilight Room?
No, we haven't seen it yet.
Well, I know. Well, let's act like we have.
Okay. I thought it was unbelievably disgusting. I don't think that people should be allowed to do that say that kind of thing on stage.
How did she remove that much clothing and still get on? I thought this was a political country.
It was a political show, see, and it was a statement. This Twilight Room devival. I'm sorry, Bob. I'm sorry, Bob. I haven't been studying the dogma. I've been working too hard for the conspiracy and drifting away from the true jargon of the church. Well, praise Bob. That was my point.
Money.
And praise money and praise frop, friends. I don't believe everybody has to eat frop and while they're driving at the same time. But this is a free country, and have a frop zippulops is still legal.
Well, I think we ought to play them the song "Scared the Gee Out of Me."
This is Dr. Bob at the Twilight Room live. Shocked the living gee out of me. It's the name of the song. They wrote this with Hank Williams. And
I didn't know that.
That's exactly right. Dr. Bob could have saved Hank from pills and false slack and all that stuff.
I thought that they gave Hank his pills.
Hold on to the microphones with you, Buck. Let's see. All right, folks, and we're going to roll that tape.
So here it comes.
As soon as we can figure out
Shock the living gee out of me.
Well, we're going to do a song here about a young man who received electroshock and who was cured. We call it Shock the Living Gee Out of Me. Listen to my tales and why do you call me mad? Could a madman ever solve the disease? Yeah, they call me mad. But I say, would a madman ever remembered a 9-iron? The madman have created an Arnold Palmer head this realistic. Where's only the gods approve behavior patterns and they'll save you. She said she was 18. How was I to know she's only 3? But I'm not mad. I only seek happiness. But that's not nearly as bad. That's not nearly as bad. That's not half as bad as that time they shocked the living gee out of me. That time they shocked the pee out of me. That time they shocked the pee out of me. That time they shocked the lee out of me. That time they shocked the D out of me. That time they shocked the cree out of me. That time they shocked the glee out of me. Oh, all those things felt good. That time they cut me in half with barbed wire and then pull a Band-Aid off my skin with the sticky part. Oh, that was fun. That time they converted my entire body to a wall of membrane attached to a human brain whose only purpose was to feel pain and then applied the flame. But all that felt good compared to that time they shot the living gee out of me. Shot the living gee out of me, shot the living gee. That time they cut off all my arms and legs and then shot me in the neck with a neutron howitzer. Oh yeah, that felt good. That was quite pleasurable. Compared to that time they hooked up that device. Oh, it wasn't the AC device that ran on the AC current, but it ran on the DC current. But they brought that orderly in and they had those nurses attached to it. But I thought really a padded cell was fun. Oh, I thought that was a rock and roll party. I thought all that was fun. compared to that time they shocked the living gee out of me. All I want is happiness. I'm not crazy, but it's a normal. They're trying to kill me with normalcy ways. I had to kill that school bus full of orphans. All I seek is happiness for myself. Can I help it if happiness for me is killing an entire bus load full of school children? If that's crazy, go ahead, lock me up. Then they put me in the paddock, they put me in that room where they don't give you any good pills. They kept me confined for 3 weeks. But that wasn't nearly as bad as that time they shocked the living gee out of me. They had me all tied up. They brought the nurses in. They had me chained down with ropes. They had me tied down with chains. They had a needle that took 27 orderlies to bring in. They had a needle that was as big as the Empire State Building in order to sedate me. They had to lower me on top of the needle with a helicopter. But I feel like the frontal lobotomy was helping to be a progressive, growthful member of society. But my mind is still okay. You know, I've got a piece of paper that says my mind is still okay. But that wasn't nearly as bad as that time they shot me out of me.
Okay.
That was a Shock the Living Gee Out of Me by Doctors for Bob. Doctors for Bob, More Drunk Cowboys, and just a ranting bunch of evangelists will be down at the Twilight Room October 26th. And you can see us all there just this coming Saturday, so why not? I want you all to make sure to listen to Pajama Party. And I would want to thank Shaggy for lending me that song, Blister in the Sun, that we just played. Great song. And she's here now. When are you on, Shaggy? What time does your show start?
Midnight.
Midnight to what, 3?
4.
To 4. Okay, you can listen to Pajama Party here, midnight to 4. These are the announcements. Now, you have your pen, right? Okay, also, November 23rd, see my band, More Drunk Cowboys and Lost Highway, at the KNON benefit at Sons of Herman Hall. And that's November 23rd. And this Saturday night's the other thing. Anything else to announce? Okay. Also, Doug, let's give them the itinerary for our West Coast tour. And this is for Crazy George and anybody else. By the way, you're listening to KNON 90.9, Dallas, Fort Worth, Lancaster. Doug, let's give them the itinerary of the West Coast tour.
My name is Reverend Stang, Pastor Naked. It's November 9th in San Francisco, November 15th and 16th in Los Angeles. That's right, the Subgenius Rolling Medicine Show. And Hell Tap Revival will be in California. Then in Seattle, I think the 16th. So, no, 17th. That's all you need to know. Let's hear Ernest.
Subgenius Medicine Show, Subgenius Medicine Show.
Sweetheart has gone and I'm so lonely. She said that she and I were through. So I started out drinking for pastime, driving nails in my coffin over you. I'm just driving nails in my coffin every time I drink a bottle of booze. I'm just driving nails in my coffin, Lordy, driving those nails over you. All coming red. Oh, let's hear from you, Jimmy. Ever since the day that we parted, I've been so sad and so blue. I'm always thinking of you, love, and I just can't quit drinking that old booze. I'm just driving nails in my coffin every time I drink a bottle of booze. I'm just driving nails in my coffin. Lordy, driving those nails over you.
Hey, that new church air is just great. It's fun. Well, son, if you'll just keep breathing an equal portion of church air with all of the bad air, too, you'll get like me. Your head will begin to expand. The inside will eventually become larger than the outside. I don't know quite how to explain this, but I've put my trust in Bob. Thanks to Bob, the inside of my head is much larger than the outside ever was.
But doesn't that make it hard to get through doorways?
Sometimes I do get lost inside my head, and I've had trouble finding my way out, especially early in the morning. But thanks to Bob, I'll be a much more productive employee on the job. And I've had a great time at parties with this new big head that came with my glandscaping.
Will the same thing happen to me when I get to be a man too?
Yes, son, you'll go through the operations too. The doctors will open your third nostril with their musical instruments, and you'll be able to whiff read the stenches of all the normals and pinks around you. You'll be able to sell them anything, son, just like me.
Gee, I can't wait till that Bob Time train comes around the bend.
Oh, look out, son. Here it comes now. It's frightening, isn't it? It's unbelievably big and scary. It's gut-wrenchingly afraid we stand to receive thee who are of but flesh and understand not the way of the lead-clad ones. Stand direct for your abnormality. Wise up! They're out to get you. Send $1 to P.O. Box 140306, Dallas, Texas 75214. Bob is coming.
Hi, this is Pastor Buck Naked. Call us here at 823-7490. This is the Hour of Slack.
Hey, that new church air is just great.
The new screen excitement you've been waiting for. Rated PG.
Close your eyes and pretend with me for a few seconds. Your doorbell rings, and there's a chaplain standing quietly. He tells you,
"We're splashing liberation right around the world, and we'll die to do it."
This is Ted Stack, KNON News, from the Twilight Room.
No, it doesn't.
I'm now going to interview Reverend Ivan Stang. Ivan Stang, is it true that the Subgenius Medicine Show will be coming to the Twilight Room?
That's right,
on October
folks.
26th.
This coming Saturday.
This coming Saturday, right?
This is going to be the scariest, revival, the devival, whatever you call them nowadays in this disgusting
Is it true
world.
that the head of a murdered man will be on display?
That's exactly right. These people worship this head. They
okay.
They actually worship this head, and they launch this thing ritualistically every equinox, and since this is All Hallows Eve, or just about.
That's shocking, man.
Yes, well,
is that a transformer on the ground?
And these people are having a party. I mean, it's not only a church ritualistic thing, it's also a
a sinful
party.
You mean an event for normals? You mean they're going to be fleecing normals?
They will be fleecing normals and dancing their asses off at the Twilight Rooms on October 26th. Admission is, what is the admission?
We forgot to bring our
always have to do this. Well, I just want to say tonight that me and my fellow doctors for Bob are members in good standing of a church. But not just any church. Well, the church to which we belong just happens to be, beyond a shadow of a doubt, the world's only bogus true religion. Of course, I am referring to the Church of the Subgenius. Now, the Church of the Subgenius, as founded by J.R. Bob Dobbs, Saint of Sales, Master Slack in 1953, is the pan-religion of the future, uniting superior mutants, social renegades, twisted geniuses, and sci-fi sinners in a worldwide rampage of immoral and prophetic yucks and grins. Yucks and grins, which will hopefully, inevitably, lead us directly to a commodity all too lacking in today's modern jet age of go-go society, and that commodity, friends, is slack. Now, slack is what the conspiracy wants to rob us of. Slack is what the conspiracy wants to take away from us. Now, back in the 50s, Bob Dobbs himself noticed a decided lack of slack in our culture. He noticed an awful prevalence of normalcy. He noticed that the normals formed a vast conspiracy against the different, an insidious conspiracy dedicated to squelching our natural rogue instincts, dedicated to wiping out our fun factors, dedicated, in short, to the total and utter alleviation of the original slack with which we are all born. Now, Bob wanted to fight this conspiracy, and what better way, I ask ye, than by the foundation of a major new world religion. Hence the Church of the Subgenius. Praise Bob.
Say a few words for a radio show.
Pastor Buck Naked is all right. And God save Nancy Reagan.
All right, folks, we're live.
Okay, this is live here at the Twilight Room with Tony Granados.
We're walking around interviewing these drunken, brawling barbarians here at the Twilight Room. Mysterious Club in Dallas, home of the Subgenius Revival this Saturday night. That's right, this Saturday night, the Subgenius Devival, a masquerade ball medicine show. Come one, come all, folks. You'll be here, 2111 Commerce Street. Admission, $5.
We will fleece the pigs.
Got a problem? Bring it to the friendly people. People touching people. People running against people. People developing the nuclear first strike capability to incinerate people. Sound like a flash in the pan? It's gotta be. You don't settle for less. You don't have to. You're you. And you've got needs bigger and more earth-shaking than your grandfather could have dreamed. How do we keep bringing them to you, year after year, bigger and better? By using the technology of tomorrow on the consumers of today. The now people. People on the go. Going from smart shopper to new low value in the time it takes to dial our number. Call now, won't you? For more of what you've come to expect from us. Style, mood, a certain dependable kind of image. An image of the way you'd like people to be. Passive, pretty, white. as white as the complexion of our finest women, grown right here by our special process. As white as the hair of God, white as it was in life. As white as the blank sheet on which we write your mind. Who are we? We're the happy people. Happy to live in a world of images. Images of war, family, crime. Fun images that help rinse away unsightly self-images so you can get away from the privacy of your own home. After all, aren't you what everything's here for? You're what we're here for. That's why we made everything. And that's why everything made you. And that's why you made us. Who are we? We're the money people. The people who take your money. No more money hassling. But what about little Dickie, you say? What's little Dickie gonna do when you're working late and Wilma's minding the fort and Sis is in and out? Put away those straps and buckles. Dickie's safe with us. He's even learning to speak again, our way. Best of all, he's safe with the people who know what it is you want from a world. Simplicity. Reliability. A world you can go to without worrying about whether your money is safe. You know, when we first got into this business, we didn't know much more than you. Like you, we thought there was a world out there, a world of value, a world that needed meaning, beauty, love, a world that needed a better product. There's just you. And you want to know something. You want to know just exactly what it is you're supposed to do. You don't really care why, just so long as it's the right thing. It's natural. Everyone wants to do the right thing. But sometimes it's hard to know just what the right thing is. Let's say you're black, and you've just lost both your arms and legs defending U.S. interests in El Salvador. You come home and get thrown in jail for life for beating up 4 white cops. You want to know just exactly what is it I'm supposed to feel. We can't give you all the answers, but we can help you flesh out your fantasy that there are some. At our labs, we use only the finest homemade ingredients. Love, children, God, and the purest blend of money your needs can buy, grown right here by our special process. A process in use since our first mom and pop operation. Who are we? We're the normal people.
Time is truly wasted. There's no guarantee. Smiles in the making. We gotta fight the powers that be. Got so many voices. Saying all the same. Giving up all around me. Faces full of pain.
sleep, darling. Go to sleep, darling. Go to sleep, darling.
You're in contact. Please disembark.
I really didn't believe in Bob, and then one time I was going out to my favorite club, and I got a flat, and then the next minute I didn't have the flat.
Well, heck.
Praise Bob.
Charlie, you're on the air with us now on our radio show. This is Charlie Gilder of the Twilight Room. Say a little bit about the Twilight Room or anything else to the kids.
Well, we're mentioned in Playboy magazines. This proves that we're a true den of debauchery.
Right.
What's more than that, we were talking about on Entertainment Tonight. Yes, this is a famous place. Y'all come down here and be corrupt with us.
The Colossus noticed this club. Listen to that kid.
We have true rock and roll corruption and lyrics that cannot be printed.
That's right, this isn't any of that false corruption. This is the real thing, kids.
Fortunately, it's real rock and roll, and the lyrics can't be understood either. But that's beside the point. It'll still corrupt your soul, and the devil will begin to control your brain.
That's 2111 Commerce Street, folks. The Commerce Store. Get your butts down here.
Dr. Rubius saves me. Saves me.
Bob saves those who saves themselves.
Well, Bob made it so cold.
Pull out your wallet.
Genius Hill. I'll give you my wallet if you just make it summer in here.
Just pull it out and, I'll turn off.
Look there.
All right, and it's warm.
Here's my checking account. How much do you want?
It was, just...
They are pulling the wool over our eyes, constantly. Bob is saying if we must be lied to and cheated for reasons, let us do it to ourselves for our own reasons. Let us realize where the real deceit lies. Let us have a choice in how we're being screwed. Some ways are fun. For many of us, there is no physical escape from their clutches, or any hope of it until the exorcists come and the followers of Yahweh one prevail. But until that day, the power and wisdom of Bob can help us break their mind control by activating that mutant gland that we all have within us. This allows us to control our own reality, gives us the clarity of perspective to be able to sit back and look at it all, and I mean all, and simply say, only they can't take a joke. Then and only then will slack begin to drop gently like a soothing dew into our tortured lives. After all, it should be every person's choice to curse God and die if that is what they wish. We all have the right to spit in the eye of the collective gods, did we not create them? Where indeed would Yahweh one be without the human race to torment and pester? I'll put it to you, the old chiseler would be pretty damn bored with it all if there was nothing more entertaining than cherubims and seraphims and namby-pamby flaming angels sitting around up there on damp clouds and harping and trumpeting all 24 hours a bloody day, and you can bank on that.
The world is from Minnesota.
Cool. You heard it here first.
All right, the show has picked up 2 passengers. We got guests on the show tonight.
Yeah!
Cool.
Yay!
All right. Yeah, if we can just keep this show running.
Paying a win.
Hey, can we get the
This
show
is
out?
the hour of
Hey,
slack.
will the show fit through that?
No, the show can't go there. You have to back the show up this alley and take the show down that road there.
Oh,
See it?
okay. Okay.
I'll show you the way out.
Oh, look out, don't hit that other show! Oh, geez, that was KZEW.
I hate their truck. I hate the KZ truck. They're always trying to run us off the road. I hate them. I hate them. And the KERA car's always following us. Every time we go out.
2.5. They were following us last night.
Oh heck, no! This way. You can only go this way. It's a one-way airwave. The FM. FM's this way.
Yep.
Yeah. Then you follow that way to stay on FM. Otherwise, we'll end up on the AM side.
We'll end up on the other side of the band, and they
I don't want to because the last time I had a hard time getting out of AM.
It's a bad movie.
So I want to stay in FM.
Yeah.
Okay, now wait.
Powerful gospel.
And then stay on this road, and then at the light, take a left. Or no, wait a minute. Which one is this? I'd rather you did that. Just take a left on this one. And then
just go down.
No,
Main.
I'd rather you go this way. This is Commerce. Go down Main.
Okay.
That way you can do it when you're totally hypnotized and you'll never get lost.
Go down Commerce?
No, this way. Go down Main. Which
all right. Okay. Now listen. These friends, you're lucky to have KNON in this city, and you won't have it much longer if you don't spend your money on this station. Listen to what you get on the rest of the year. Look at that. Sports. We're not even table football. Listen to that. Static. And that. Nothing. Wait a minute, that's on AM.
This is the worst. This is the worst. Give him FM now. All right, now we're going to turn to KNON.
Here you go. Listen to that.
All right. That's KNON. Okay. Man, and you would let this go by. You would let this blow by. No, take a right. Take a right. Keep the show. No. Oh, no. The show's off the road. Oh, hell. Sky.
No, we'll just go faster and faster, and they'll never catch us.
All right. Keep the show on Heroes and go to Central.
If we can get
Put the show on Central.
That's what I'm doing.
You want to do it there.
Okay. This is Central. We're putting the show on Central Expressway now.
All right. It's dangerous, folks, but we're ready to do it. To save your...
It's all over Dallas. You can catch KNON anywhere in Dallas or Plano or Arlington or Addison.
They can't get KNON in Russia, friend.
And you know why? Because the people in Russia don't send us money.
That's right.
No, straight.
No, I'm going this way. I know what I'm doing.
What am I telling you how to drive downtown for? Yeah, he's only lived here like...
I've been running this show for a week now.
9 years.
I just thought you were lost.
No, I know where we're taking the show. I don't know why. Only Bob knows why.
I knew the alleys, so I thought he forgot the highways too. I knew my way around the alley.
Yes, there's the back alleys of the airwaves of Dallas, Texas. You're going to find all kinds of weird things.
The back alleys of Gotham City.
Gotham City. Just crime-ridden town.
Moving to conquer.
Press the button. The door opens to let you in. Then the door closes behind you in safe, secure comfort.
Resident believes possibly MMAs are in the area.
Now go and get your father and we'll look at some more new houses. That you hold near and dear to your heart.
Well, the show is coming in for a landing here at the Bulldog Time and Control Laboratories, and we'll have to sign off now. I'm sorry that we have so little time on the air.
Bob loves you.
And I want you to send some contributions in to us at the station here. KNON 90.9. But don't just send money, send your whole wallet. Ah, yes, friends, and that way we'll save your soul. You send us your wallet, we'll save your soul. The Subgenius Radio Ministries, the Hour of Slack.
That's right. And
Yes.
folks, I would recommend reading Prescriptures 16, 14, 17, 18, and you can write for information on how to order these precious tapes. And we need blankets and contraceptives for those boys and girls in the home for slackless children. Your contributions keep those we hate starving to death. I command you to spill your gift seed pledge of 100 pounds of dollar bills on my lap, as this will buy modeling clay and transformer toys for those poor children. Dobbs will bless you for planting this seed of faith. Yes, dear friends. And now, the announcer will give you our mailing address. That's the Church of the Subgenius, P.O. Box 140306, Dallas, Texas 75214. That's right, Church of the Subgenius, P.O. Box 140306, Dallas, Texas 75214.
The abnormals will triumph.
Thank you. This is Reverend Ivan Stang, Sacred Scribe of the Church of the Subgenius, First Megafist Temple Lodge, and
Pastor Buck Naked of the First Naked Church of the Subgenius Schismatic Entity.
And we're on KNON 90.9 FM, Dallas, Fort Worth. Praise Bob, dear friends, praise Bob, and let there be slack.
Drinking Budweiser, watching Bob on TV, swallowing Red Man the day my coon dog died, reading the pamphlet over and over again. I was drinking Budweiser and Bob was on TV. The day that Uncle got kicked by a mule, I was with Cousin Junior. The DNA backfired. I was drunk, I was lonely, I was plastered. I was drinking Budweiser, and Bob was on TV. Drinking Budweiser, watching Bob on TV. Swallowing Red Man the day my coon dog died, reading the pamphlet over and over again. I was drinking Budweiser and Bob was on TV. I was drinking Budweiser and Bob was on TV.
Greetings, radio listeners, once again. Fans of the Subgenius, stay tuned. They'll be back next week, I think. Good morning, everybody. My name is Norm Ward. The program is Monday Morning, the talk show that takes you probably where you've never been before and probably won't ever be again. Anyway, it's hard to follow a show like that. But I guess I'm learning how, right?
Bye, girls.
Bye. Bye. Is that Reverend Buck?
Yeah.
Pastor Buck says bye. He'll be back same time next week. Don't you dare miss it. This morning we're going to have a guest. Special guest. I need to finish plugging everything in here.